I'm gonna bring up
Yeah,
fair
no
value
problem, no
here
problem.
shortly. I want to get ET, and I want a name I fucking love is Demo Baller. You've got Pi, which I'm a big number guy. So 3 times 4 is 12, which is really three. 3 times 1 is 3. I love vortex math. We all know that. So anyway, what do we got? Demo Baller, you're up next, bro.
Hey everyone, thank you for having me here. And
We love having you here, my friend. How you doing?
great, my brother. I'm doing great. It's an honor to be among like-minded traders across the world, and I really do appreciate everybody here. Is Jade Cap? I see you, my brother. I appreciate you, brother. So yeah, by I'm a Cameroonian mostly.
Oh, word. So let me guess. You like a little soccer too, then, huh? I'm sorry, I
Not
didn't
really.
interrupt.
Not really. I'm not a soccer player, but I used to play soccer back when I was in high school. But then anyway, back on point. Um, so what it was like my routine when it comes to trading. Time here in Africa is like different with the Western world. So we mostly deal with GMT. So when I get up in the morning, like I mostly trade USD JPY, and I want to look at how market plays from London opening. That is 8 a.m. GMT here in Cameroon to New York session. I want to see how the market plays out. If I see a nice setup for myself and it goes to my model alongside the higher time frame and directional bias that I have, coupled with the technical and fundamental analysis, I'll go with it. I don't try to complicate my trading as much. Like I don't really just want to look a lot of setup to, I just go with the simple things. So I don't want to. I don't go from pairs to pairs. Actually, I just trade like one pair. So I think that's my routine when it comes to trading. Other than that, I don't have a girlfriend yet, and I'm 21 years old. Yeah, I started trading ICT concept like I think two to three. I started 2019. It could be like 3 years ago, something like that. Yeah. So it was mind blowing to get across the concept, most especially as ICT concept, because I started back in IML. There was a company back then called IML, right? So I started in IML, and it was all full of, I don't have any offense to those who do marketing. Everybody have their own ways in this business, but they are mostly concentrated in marketing. So that's when I met Jenny, and Jenny spoke to me about price action and ICT concept, and he handed me a folder of ICT full of ICT 2029 mentorship program. And that's when I went through that, he changed every single thing about me, the way I used to look at the market. Because first of all, I was using all these price, how did I call it? I've forgotten these patterns that they used to call in IM. I just it's gone off my mind. But that was the way I used to look at price. But now when I went into the ICT concept, I see the power of three, the institutional order flow, every single thing in it. It was crazy, and that's when I started evolving. And I really do want to give the credit to Jenny and Jade Cap here to for helping me out in one way or the other. They might not know it, but they did help me one way or the other to become where I am today. So I have actually been successful to a certain extent. Not that big withdrawals yet, but to a little extent, I can cash out like consistently on prop firm's account. And yeah, I think from there and so on, I think it took me like 1 year. I'll be honest. I didn't grasp. I didn't even up to now. I'm not even yet like a professional ICT price action reader. Like, but it took me more than 2 to 3 years to reach at a certain level of consistency that I am today. And I keep putting in the work every single day. It's not gonna be easy as a trader. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but trading is difficult, most especially if you don't have people around you that motivates you. In this niche, it gets really, really depressing when you're on your own. And especially if you don't have somebody around you that believe in what you're doing, so it gets really frustrating. So I'm very happy to be among you guys. So thank you guys for having me on here.
We're family up in here, brother. I mean, you can always come in here. You know, we're going to be an ear. We got a shoulder for you to lean on. We know a lot of people are going to kind of laugh, kind of scoff at you for trading, thinking you're a gambler, thinking that you can't do this, right? But
And
around
that's the
here,
way it started, because when I started, my parents, us in Africa, we have the mentality of going to school. They just know that the only way to become successful in Africa, you just need to go to school. They don't. It's very impossible for you to see a kid stay at home, make money, and they believe in it. They just be like, unless you're a scam, or like you're fraudulent dude that does maybe credit card fraud or scamming online, that they be like, okay, that's what he does on from his home, and he does it online. But if you be like, okay, I'm learning this from home and I'm making money out of it, a lot of people won't believe you. Okay, but that's when I started, and my parents literally gave up on me. Truth be told, they'd be like, go to school, do this, you pass your time and doing this. But I was like, this is what I want to do. The first time that they even had a clue of starting having an inch or a little bit of attention in what I did was when I did my first 40K withdrawals in my personal account. And that was like
a
mind blowing.
word.
Crazy, like crazy. It was like, I think it was in ending 2021, actually. And when we converted it to our country currency, franc CFA, it was like 25 million franc CFA and more. And that was when they started believing that, okay, but at the beginning it's not that easy, because you need to get a lot of people to start believing in what you're doing, and you feel so lonely if you're not if you don't have anybody by yourself that just give you that inch. Because honestly, beginners nowadays, they are very very lucky surrounded with people like you guys, because back then we didn't have people like that could motivate us. Maybe it would just be you and your laptop in your room or wherever you are, but it becomes very, very stressful. But nowadays, we have a lot of testimonies. It gives hope, it gives belief, it brings the belief in the system. And we have prop firms now that ease the job, maybe with more easy rules and regulation, even though it's very difficult to adapt to those rules. At the end of the day, you need to deal with yourself as an individual for you to become who you want to be. So I believe the greatest challenge is who you are. Trading will make you become a better person of yourself.
So well said, my Cameroonian friend. I love hearing that. I love hearing that you've had success. That's great. Young buck up in here, repping.